So the story that I'm about to tell you is how we basically transitioned from being an IT service provider with a great idea to a technology provider that's actually nowadays selling in large scale to enterprise customers. So it was really one hell of a ride, I can tell you. Founding a startup and working for it is like a roller coaster ride, right? So most of you that may be part of a startup know that. So let's see how this all started. Well, in 2012, I met my old friend Reza and Christian, who were both over 10 years in the area of SAP integration and dealing with enterprise software, did a lot of integration projects basically. And myself, I was dealing over 10 years with AR, mobile tech, and web development. So we basically developed the vision of bringing enterprise data into the human field of view, providing a hands-free working experience, using smart glasses fully integrated into backend systems like SAP or other ERP systems with enterprise customers. So as we started, we extended the team. Of course, what most startups miss is you need a sales guy from the first day, I can tell you that. So we kind of extended, and we took Florian on board, who's our CSO. And of course, another big thing is even if you try to raise money, you need an experienced CFO. So we knew Martin, and Martin joined us as well. So the journey began. Before I'm going to show you a short video, I want to invite you to do a little experiment. So the video that you're about to see might be familiar with some of you. So as soon as you recognize the video, I would please beg you to raise your hand, because I think that this video might have been shown today or yesterday on this conference, but it has been shown basically all over the world. So how it started is you can see that in that video. So please raise your hands if you have seen that already. 1, 2. Okay, I'm just going to let it play. 4.
Welcome. The
Nice.
time is 6:47 a.m.
So basically, we kicked off that video in 2013 together with SAP. So some of you might think that this video was actually done by SAP. Well, we did that in a partnership, and this video showed basically a warehouse worker running around with a digital assistant system based on smart glasses. Back in the days, there wasn't even Google Glass on the market, so we took like a prototype of a video glass and cut it into pieces and basically tried to come up with that vision to show the world that enterprise software can be fun, and it can also leverage innovative technologies like augmented reality. So within that video, you see a couple of use cases, starting from picking scenarios, using augmented reality to highlight the storage bins. You can see picking and scanning using the smart glass, and the whole system is voice guided. So not even that the system is talking to the guy, but you can also basically issue voice commands to do the picking process. So we did that in a warehouse not far away from the city where we founded, Würzburg in Bavaria, Lower Franconia to be specific. And after that video, it really started with the roller coaster ride, because we didn't even know what kind of buzz we were generating with that video, because as I said, it was a vision, and we tried to show the world that augmented reality is also very beneficial in the enterprise world. So you can see in all those scenes that augmented reality is basically running through the whole video. And as I said, it was a concept video. Some of the stuff wasn't even possible at that day. But in that video is not just the picking scenario. You can see now the forklift has a malfunction, and the guy basically drives to a maintenance area, and then he calls an expert to help him out because he has a battery problem. So that's another use case. We call that remote support. You can see that, like a live audio, video, Skype-ish communication between the expert and the forklift driver. Also using augmented reality to superimpose guiding and how he can fix the problem. And also, we were thinking that gamification could be also very beneficial to the overall process. So you can see here safety warnings and all that stuff. When you drive around a warehouse with a forklift, it can be kind of dangerous if you don't know where you're going or if other forklifts cross your way. So, and this was like an end-to-end process, starting from picking to the delivery, and it ends at the gate. And now we have the gamification feature with a new record of the fastest request that this picker did. So, as I said, this video had over 300,000 views on YouTube, and we didn't even really know what we kicked off and what devil we basically awaked. So After that, we were featured in almost every newspaper in Germany. We were picked up by Technology Review. We had a centerfold in the Wirtschaftswoche. And so it really started. So what we did is we took the video and basically started to developing the use cases that you've seen in the video. We started with warehouse picking and remote support. And we were looking for all kinds of smart glasses. In that year, Google Glass was announced. All those smart glasses were kind of on the market. Some of them not really or not yet. But so we evaluated all those smart glasses, and we found out that they are not ready yet. So we developed the use cases. We piloted it with some customers. And we came up with some nice user interface concepts, for example, on how you can interact with smart glasses based on the color scheme and based on the interactions that smart glasses offer you. So you can imagine using augmented reality with smart glasses and also integration into enterprise backends is kind of tough. Here are some examples of the applications we built based on the video. So you can see the highlighting of the storage bin. You can see the remote call on the bottom right corner, and also some scanning stuff and identification by scanning a login marker. So we also started building augmented reality apps, not just with smart glasses, but also with tablets. Like, for example, a repair guide for a printer and stuff like that. The fun thing is, here are some more examples of applications we did. Also with the remote support, with some apps running on smart watches and tablets and a combination of both. So the fun thing is we were coding. We were coding the whole day. So we onboarded developers, we did individual programming, and we basically did the same stuff over and over again. We were integrating into SAP from every application again and again. And coding can be really time-consuming and costly, and it takes a lot of effort to basically deploy all those applications. So we did that basically a year from 2012 to 2013. And then we found out that while we were doing stuff over and over again, there should be a way to start configuring those applications without having to code them, and also kind of taking out the integration part from the application to an abstracted integration layer. Why? Because we thought that if we could come up with a tool for us that could make us better, stronger, and faster in the factor 10. So our goal was to speed up our own development and to be able to be more sustainable when creating those applications. So we started thinking about how we could configure those applications. And that was basically when the idea of Simplifier was born. Back in the days, it wasn't called Simplifier. It was the iTiZZiMO framework, and we were just using it in-house to basically help us delivering those solutions. So when we look at what the Simplifier is, please watch that video, and you can basically get an idea of what we do now and what the Simplifier is all about.
Existing systems must be brought in line with modern practices. And yet, we are slowed by the complex structures and endless project terms. That shouldn't be. For you, we make it easier with the Simplifier. Now you will only need to pick one solution for successful digitalization. Create business applications step by step, up to 10 times faster than before. How? Use standardized interfaces and prefabricated elements. Use the created applications on the web, on smartphones or new devices like smartwatches and smart glasses. You can not only integrate data from your existing systems, but also use new information by connecting your sensors and machines. With the Simplifier, your projects will not only be accomplished faster, but they will simultaneously achieve the requirements needed for successful implementation of new strategies and business models. Master the constantly growing challenges of digitalization. Simplifier, the platform for digital transformation.
So as you can see, we basically created that video because we started not just using this product for our own purposes. We thought that since we were finding out that we were 10 times faster than before, this could be very beneficial to either our corporate customers, but also other IT service companies that try to develop applications for their customers. So we basically positioned the platform as being a low-code platform for integrated business and IoT apps. So what does low code mean? Low code means you don't have to code as much as you do when doing individual programming. You can start with configuring your interfaces. You can configure your applications and user interfaces with that. And basically the applications that you create will run on all those devices and the different operating systems that are shown right here. So what we did is there are 3 parts that are mainly based on integrating existing data sources from SAP, OPC UA, and all that stuff. And it's all about making complex technologies more accessible. So if you join us at our booth downstairs, you can see a HoloLens demo that we built with the simplifier. So I'm running out of time, so let me just tell you on this timeline on how we evolved. So 2012, we were founded. We had a seed round, basically with friends, fools, and family. And we started to develop the simplifier in 2013. We had our first alpha release, the first DAC customers, a beta release, and an angel round. And then we merged the GmbH into a AG, and we had the first US customers. So we closed an A round to basically fund the whole thing because we were growing, so you can see the headcount on the bottom. And in 2015, we were already 57 people. Nowadays, we're 78, and we have our release version 2.5, and we're active not just in DACH region, but also in the US. So what we do from now on is basically keep calm and keep simplifying using our own product and basically looking for partners and other companies to use that product. So I hope I could give you some insights on how we evolved and that it wasn't really easy to transition from basically developing individual apps to creating a product and stopping doing service business and focusing on product development. That's a tough cookie, I can tell you that. So each of you that has this same problem, it is really hard to do, but it is possible. We can show that. So thanks for that, and I hope that I could give you some insights on our journey. Thanks a lot.